by Dallas, make it hurt.
Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen now and heard live right now as we speak on the NGBN .TV network. It is being seen live right now on Big Time Show's Facebook and YouTube page. It is being seen and heard live right now on Instagram. I'm there on Instagram. If you want to go there, there it is flashing right on the ticker right there. Instagram. Just dial in Lou Brooks 20 and you will be able to join me live right there. What's going on, everybody, on this fabulous Saturday morning? What's going on, Alan? Alan, you switching it up on me, man. I see you. You left the Twitter family, now you coming on Facebook. Okay, I got you. See, when you the family members, you know, when you do things just a little differently, it's noticeable. Yeah. Alan is one of those. Alan usually joins me from Twitter. He decided to travel today and go to Facebook land. But I don't mind as long as you come with me, brother. I'm there, as you can see, so I'm good. What's up, Alan? I see Miss Ty's in the building. JoJo, all the way over there in the country of Italy. My guys over there. What's going on, man? Yeah, I know, Alan. Yes, sir. I'm trying to be cool, y'all. Now, I don't want to start the show. I want to get a few folks in here. I see them coming in slowly but surely from everywhere. Instagram, if I haven't spoke to you, I will in just a second. I promise you I'm coming. But I'm still sharing. I hope that you guys will share as well. Listen while I'm here. I'm going to get this out the way now. If you want to be a support to the show, you can by looking at that Cash App that you see going across the screen, or you can use the stars that's on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you can use the super chat there. When you use the super chat and you want to make a comment, I will stop whatever I'm doing, as I've done so many times, to say whatever it is that you want to say. Hey, all right. I'm still sharing, so forgive me if I sound a little despondent, but it is what it is, because I am not that great at doing two things at one time. So y'all just gonna have to bear with me as the years keep going and I get a little older. It is, hey, you can laugh all you want. I don't care. It is what it is. I have to do things slowly but surely. You understand? So I know some of y'all be laughing at me, but I don't. It is what it is. Uh, I'm doing that, sharing this to some of my groups that I'm in. I'm doing that right now. Speak. And I'll be with you guys in a second. Yeah, I know what y'all want to talk about now. Y'all know I'm coming. Everybody done had their fair share to say about what done went on this week with all this yip and talking and all that kind of stuff. And now here I come. Here I come. I've checked everything out. I see you, Mr. Ian. How you doing, sir? CEO of the NGBN and founder of the MBGBN.TV network. Mr. Hill's in the building, who's doing a marvelous job. Yeah, let's get a little crazy, Rubio. It's time. And I'm gonna be in rare form. I'm just letting everybody come in first, and then here I come. Because there's some crazy stuff going on. Well, it's really not crazy. It's just, everybody, I guess I'll go and start it. Might as well. Here's what's up, Greg. I see you. Listen, here's what everybody keep forgetting. Jerry Jones made it perfectly clear when he said that as long as everybody is talking about the Dallas Cowboys, he's happy. Do y'all remember that? Whatever makes the Dallas Cowboys become the front page news on ESPN, Fox, whatever it is, as long as they got the A block of the show, as long as they're talking about first before you talk about the basketball, before you talk about spring training and baseball, before you start talking about the NFL Combine, before you start talking about who got fired, who got hired, before you talk about anything, if you talk about the Cowboys first, Jerry Jones sit back in that J.R. Ewing chair he got in his office, fold up his arm, get a bottle or a shot of cognac, and sip and say, "Got him, I got him." And that's all he wants. Whatever the attention is, whatever he has to say, whatever he has to do to make sure that the Cowboys are front and center, he is willing to do. Even lie. Even make up some stuff. Whatever he got to do, he does it. Now, why did I say that? It's because Cowboy Nation, once again, is falling for the okie doke. And here I am again. Y'all need to share this because I'm cooking already, whether you know it. I'm cooking. Cowboy Nation does this every time during this season. We are so desperate. We are so gung-ho. We want to win so bad that we are clinging and hanging on to every syllable. Forget the word. Every syllable that comes out of Jerry Jones' mouth, we explode. It just never fails. Now, y'all heard. Now, if you're not a Cowboy fan or you don't pay attention to Cowboy fans, this is going to be new news to you. So I have to act like you haven't heard it. But I know I'm in the midst of a whole bunch of Cowboy fans here. All right? And I know y'all done seen it. I know you have. But just in case, and you're right, Mr. Hill, that's the problem. We're America's team, no matter what nobody want to say. We get the most primetime games. We always on TV. We always get the slot. No matter what the record is big business for the Dallas Cowboys, which is why Jerry Jones is still smiling. This is just a part of it. But I know you guys saw, or at least heard, the interview that Jerry Jones had this week. I know you did. So I really don't have to recap it, I don't think. I really don't think. But I'll give a a Cliff Note version real quick. I'll give a Cliff Note version. Jerry, here's the Cliff Note. Jerry just talking. that there go y'all Cliff Note version. Whatever they asked him, he just talking. I know he just talking because he can't be this silly. And really, I'm gonna go with one thing. Well, maybe two. He can't be this silly. But I have I guess I don't want to say an antidote, but I have my own pushback to what I'm getting ready to say. Here it is. Did not he say, or did he not imply that everybody on a 1-year deal? Coaches, well, we already know the coach on a 1-year deal. We know that. We don't even have to wonder about that. We already know off top that if Mike McCarthy don't do well this year, we already know that, he gone. So we ain't really got to talk about that. We know he's gonna be gone. All right. But he implied that even Dak Prescott could be on a 1-year deal, which is this year. And it just don't make any sense. Now, I'm not bringing in, listen, before y'all jump on me, I'm not bringing in whether y'all like Dak Prescott or not, or whatever you think he is. I'm not even concerned about what you feel about his talent. I'm not concerned about his, they even go for the pro Dak Prescott people. I'm not even concerned about he was run up for MVP. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Dak, that he led the league in touchdowns this year. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about Dak being the starriest quarterback in the league, if that's what you feel. I don't care if you say we need to move on and start over again. I'm not talking about either side. This is what I'm talking about. Football side. Here's the reality. It does not make sense for the Cowboys not to extend Dak Prescott if you're going to do something this year. Now, if you're going into complete rebuild mode, say we're just going to play it out and hey, it is what it is. Whatever we come up with, we'll try to attack things then. I give you a little credence. It still don't make sense. Football-wise, to do what we think we're going to do, you got to extend Dak. Because this, for the sole purpose, I'm not talking about Dak's skill set. I'm not talking about Dak's, ability to step up and his inability to not step up. I'm not talking about all that. Football-wise, to free this salary cap up in a tremendous way, you have to extend Dak Prescott. If that's your guy. I believe Jerry is just talking on it. He knows he has to extend Dak Prescott. Dak has proven enough that he should be the quarterback for a number of extra years. And I know that's going to rub some of y'all the wrong way. But I mean, the alternative, which there are none. You will have to show me what the alternative is if you're talking about winning. See, a lot of fans want Dak gone, but they don't have a remedy for a team that's still a double-digit winning type team. So you don't have a remedy for it. So I don't understand the and folks will give Trey Lance a chance. I mean, I don't went over that 100,000 times. I can't give Trey Lance a chance. He ain't played no football. He's been on teams, but he hadn't played. Forget all that. I don't have time to experiment. You got time to experiment when you're rebuilding. You do. But I don't think this team is a rebuilding type team. I think this team is still there, a capable 10-plus win team. That's without even getting the new draft going. That's without even having free agency. I mean, it's right now. I'm talking about like right now. This team will still put up 10 to 12 games a year, winning, no question. Therefore, you are a top tier team in your conference. Now, when you get there, hey, you either win or lose. We all know the story with that. We don't win. We all know that. But it still doesn't deflate that this is a double-digit winning team just about every year, at least since McCarthy been there. So I don't believe in saying, well, you get rid of Dak. Okay, you get rid of him. Tell me what the plan is. That's all I want to know. Tell me what the plan is. If you tell me, if you give me a quarterback name that you know that we can get, then I will listen. Certainly, there are a couple quarterbacks that are better than Dak Prescott. There are a few, but it ain't a lot. Like a lot of y'all trying to do it. Somebody say Trey Lance. No, sir. Trey Lance is not even better than Cooper Rush. So let's stop it. Trey Lance is not even better than Brock Purdy. According to the 49ers, Trey Lance is not even better than Sam Darnold. That's who he lost his job to. So let's stop it. Okay, Octavius, give me a name that's presently playing. I know it's quarterbacks. I know it's quarterbacks out there that are better than that. But if you're talking about, if you're telling me we're rebuilding, I'm with you. I'm with you. If you tell me that we are rebuilding and you're ready to accept 8, 9 wins, 7, 8, 9 win seasons, then I get it. But if you're talking about winning, nah. You got to tell me what the plan is if you're talking about letting Dak Prescott go. It won't be this year, so we can forget that. I'm talking about next year. If you let him play on a one and done, then okay, he's gone. He'll be a free agent. I get it. But you got to tell me what the plan is. Please don't tell me about nobody in the draft. I don't want to hear nothing about that. You got to tell me before I'm convinced to say there's a better option out there than Dak Prescott. I got to know who it is before I sign off on it. And whether y'all want to admit it or not, if you start calling names out, which half of them won't be leaving their present team in the first place. Let's get that right. So we got to find somebody that a team is kind of willing to let go of or possible trade or whatever in order for them to come. You just can't call out Mahomes. Mahomes ain't going nowhere. Can't call out Josh Allen. He ain't going nowhere. Don't call out Burrow. Burrow ain't going nowhere. So we don't even want to play that role. So give me a quarterback that's on the fence of leaving or staying. And then I say, okay, well, you know what? He's about the same as Dak Prescott, or he's better than Dak Prescott. I can roll with that. But you can't call no name out that ain't better than Dak Prescott. No, sir. No, ma'am. I can't have it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, he needs to extend that. If you want to do CD like that, God bless you. If you want to, it ain't necessary that you do Parsons right now as far as the contract goes. Okay. I can't, if it's not time, it's just not time. But it's time for Dak Prescott. In order to do all the things that y'all dreaming about, some of these free agent names that you guys keep calling out, some of these names that you guys want, and all that kind of stuff, it will not happen if you don't extend Dak Prescott. Terry says extend CD. I agree. You can do a little damage. You can open up a few things for if you extend CD, but it has nowhere near the impact if you extend Dak. See, if y'all don't want Dak, or you don't want to extend Dak, then don't talk to me about getting a big name running back. Don't talk to me about, whoever y'all want on defense. free agent wise, don't even mention their name. What's up, Mike? You only get those type names if there's plenty of money there. Extended CD puts a little chink in it. It does. It will help. It will help. But the common sense thing is to extend Dak. Now, some of y'all thinking 7, 8 years with Dak. I ain't saying that. Get a man a 2-3 year deal, whatever it is. With some kind of way that you can get out of it, maybe after 2 years. There's a way. But we got to extend Dak. So I didn't believe Jerry this week when he said that at all. I think he just running his mouth. That's all. Because he knew America gonna be talking, and America was talking. America been talking ever since he had the interview a couple days ago. He did. Mike says it needs to be a 5 to 7 year extension. That will give tremendous flexibility to the cap where you can go out to guys that y'all want. Okay, well, there you go. Now, that's what Mike said. Look at the contrast, y'all. Look at the contrast in the chat. That's why I like y'all. Michael Evans knows football. Terry Turner knows football. Terry sent me the super chat. Now, look, right before that, Mike says this needs to be a 5 to 7 year extension. Talking about that. Terry Turner, who is a Cowboy fan, says this. Total opposite. He says to do not extend that, this is a throwaway year. See the contrast? Two diehard Cowboy fans, two different perspectives. This is where we at. But Terry says this is a throwaway year. Now, that's what I was saying. If we feeling like this is just a, another year, and when you think of the coaching staffs, when you think of the coaching staff on this, it's play it and see, which means that they don't, get the job done, they're gonna be fired. So the coaching staff, everybody on a 1 year deal. Everybody, Zimmer's on a 1 year deal. So if that's a throwaway year, if things go right, you starting over again anyway. I'm not knocking nobody what they're saying. I'm just saying if you're really talking about to get see, there's some of us that say throw it away like Terry, but then there's some of us that saying we still got a shot at this thing. And if you take advantage of the year that you got extra money to really go after some things, you can give yourself a real good shot here at going, a little long ways this time. That's what we're saying. Some folks saying it ain't worth it. Just throw it away. We've seen enough. Somebody got to tell me which one it is. I ain't talking about you guys. I'm speaking in particular of the Jones family. And to be honest with y'all, you notice the title of the show today is not time yet, y'all. A lot of y'all are upset because you ain't seen nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to see nothing until it's time. There cannot be any tampering right now. You get fined for that. You lose draft picks for that. You can't talk to free agents right now. It's not time yet. Sure, you may be getting away with a text message or something, maybe to somebody's agent if they keep their mouth shut. But the NFL have ways of figuring all this stuff out. You cannot tamper right now. You're not going to hear anything about Derrick Henry, Saquon, all these guys that everybody been calling names out, including myself. You're not going to hear absolutely nothing right now. But some of us are charging the Jones family for not, quote unquote, doing nothing. It ain't time to do nothing. Some of y'all lost your mind by when you heard that Mike Zimmer and Coach McCarthy were not going to be at the scouting combine. My God, give them a break. They did tell you, however, that they would be doing Zoom meetings. They would be talking to some of the guys when the Cowboys interviewed some of these guys. Okay, in-person Zoom. My goodness. Come on now. I'm not with y'all in y'all face right now. I'm right here, digital, whatever you want to call it, virtual. But y'all hear me just fine. I'm with you. I'm not there. Right? Some of y'all in all parts. Joe is in Italy right now. Do you think Joe got a problem with me right now? I'm with Joe right now. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. Joe is in Italy. Joe is watching me live. He can hear me. Just like, what's the difference? Stop it, y'all. Some of us are, look, it's not some of y'all. Y'all, like I said, I'm in about, God, I believe I'm at least about 30 Cowboy groups. And it's unbelievable. Why ain't we talking to Derrick Henry? Why are we at least trying to get a running back? The Minnesota running back got released, who I think is a great option, by the way. That's Matheson. I'm just going to put that out there. I think that's a great. I ain't talking about for number one running back either. I'm just saying he is a dynamic 2 running back. He looks like Pollard. I'm just saying he's going to be cheaper than Pollard. That's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, there's guys out there, but the Cowboys can't. Matter of fact, forget the Cowboys. Nobody can talk to nobody right now. Nobody can talk to nobody. It's tampering. It's what got the Patriots in trouble. Come on, y'all. Slow down. Slow down, y'all. Slow down. Slow down. Let's not. It ain't time. It'll be time next week. It'll be time next week. Now, Kelvin, hey Kelvin, forgive me wrong. That's no, I thought about the kid from Texas, Brooks. My last name, Brooks. Well, I forgot his name. The kid from Texas, the running back. I thought that's, for a second there, I lost it. Jermaine Ford and then Brooks from Texas. I was about to say that kid, coming off injury. Exactly, William. William, I ain't speak to you, brother. What's going on? March the 13th. Today is March the 2nd. Y'all going crazy too early. Y'all going crazy too early. Right now, it ain't nothing but a bunch of talk, and all eyes of the football universe is in Indianapolis, Indiana. Looking at the rookies do all kind of whatever drills, running 40 times, getting interviews, and then t-shirts and shorts. Please, y'all. Can we slow down just a little bit? Please. They're in shorts and t-shirts. I've seen a many of t-shirt All-Americans. I've seen it. I've seen guys have great scouting combine days and then have one day in the NFL. Please, y'all. Please, y'all. See, I'm the guy that gonna try to get everything back on track. Calm down. It's not time yet. All this time right now is for Jerry Jones to do what he usually does and has been doing for the last 30 some odd years. Run his mouth. It is also time for Stephen Jones to listen to his daddy, and then when the microphone comes in his mouth, his job is to bring everybody back down to reality, which is what Stephen Jones did. If y'all heard his interview, you already know he back to where we always said, cheapness, draft and development, not spending money. That's Stephen Jones. You already done said it. That's why I'm not going to get hyped. Even when March 13th comes, I'm not getting hyped. They're going to have to show me before I really say something, because my expectation is that the Dallas Cowboys are going to do what they always have done for the last probably 10 years. Draft, sign second-hand, third-hand free agents, and then they're going to say, hey, let's play football. That's what I expect. You don't expect the leopard to change his spots like that, do you? Let me say this too, y'all. And I have no way of verifying this. It's just an observation from my end. Yours may be different. But is there anybody like me who's starting to feel like, or you've been feeling like, guess what? Shoot, nobody don't want to play with Dallas. Huh? I'm serious. Nobody, they would use the brand. They would use the brand to try to draw interest from other teams and drive their price up. But the truth of the matter is, none of these guys, they ain't no run. They ain't running to try to play with the Dallas Cowboys. It used to be that way. It used to be that way. There are at least 5 or 6 teams that will names will be called out before Dallas name called out. See, Dallas, see, if you had a choice right now, there would be teams that will call out the Kansas City Chiefs name first for football. I may add, for football. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm just telling y'all the truth. There will be teams that will call out the Baltimore Ravens before you call out the Cowboys. Why? Because of football, they believe Lamar Jackson can get them a ring, just like they believe Patrick Mahomes can get them a ring. There will be teams that will, watch this, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna like it. There will be teams that will call out the Buffalo Bills for football reasons before they call out the Dallas Cowboys, because they believe Josh Allen, I don't care what y'all say about him, and I don't agree either, but they think that Buffalo can win. I mean, the list go on and on. But when you call out the Cowboys name, the word winning it all and Cowboys, it don't match. And again, I preface that remark by saying I am, without a shadow of a doubt, a Dallas Cowboy fan. You don't hear nobody saying I'm going to play with Dallas to go play with Dak Prescott. You don't hear that. You hear that about Mahomes. You hear that about Burrow. You hear that about Lamar Jackson. You even hear about Josh Allen. You don't hear that about that. Guys ain't running to play with Dallas. Nobody don't care nothing about no. Everybody got a good stadium. Nobody don't care nothing about no. 90 bid, whatever it is, how much it costs. Nobody don't care about all that kind of stuff. Jerry got a yacht. You ain't riding it. Ain't nobody rode on the yacht. On Jerry's yacht. Jerry ain't letting y'all come. Jerry ain't letting all them folks on there. That yacht was bought for his wife. He ain't letting no player get on. Let me borrow the yacht for a while. Man, you better go get one of them boats in Miami and rent it and ride like that. You ain't riding my boat. Jerry would just let you in his office at the Star, and he'll let you in his suite. When it's not football season, he'll let you get up in his suite and take little photoshops and all that kind of stuff. Nobody ain't trying to run to Dallas. Look, and here's the most important part. Why would you run to Dallas when you got Stephen Jones right there? I better get off this show today because I feel it right now. I better get off. Why would you run to Dallas? Stephen ain't paying you. These guys, these upper tier guys, are looking for a payday. because most of them have already had at least 2 contracts. And they're pretty much on their last contract, and they're trying to get as much as they can before they go out. Which leads now to the other big news that just came across, which I don't believe again, but that's what everybody's talking about, so I'll talk about it. Which leads, of course, to now Tyron Smith. A guy who should be considered, y'all, as an all-time Dallas Cowboy. I'm talking about up there. And when I say up there, now the only thing about Tyron and the other guys that I'm thinking about is they won Super Bowls. But that next tier of guys who were great, who are going to go to the Hall of Fame, but they never won, other than Jason Witten, listen to me good, other than Jason Witten, the next guy that comes to my mind, at least, as a guy who deserves to be an all-time Cowboy, Ring of Honor, all of this type of stuff, is Tyron Smith. All-world tackle, no doubt about it. I know he's been hurt, I understand. The man is a walking Hall of Famer. He is an all-time great Dallas Cowboy, no question. He is the greatest tackle that the Cowboys have ever had. Now, he's also been, and here I go, y'all, he's also been a corporate cowboy, all-time corporate cowboy. What do I mean? He's always done things for the Cowboys, especially when it comes to this contract. They have sliced away at his contract before. He's done things, he didn't lose money. They gave him money. He's done discounts for him. He could have signed for a whole lot more. He could have acted a fool. He could have done what Zach Martin did years ago. And he could have done that and say, hey, I want my money. This guy here getting paid better than I am. This guy here is getting paid more than me. This guy here, and he's nowhere near as good as I am. That Tyron Smith could have done that long time ago. Tyron Smith could have done that long time ago. And he would have been justified as saying that. Exactly, Terry. Larry Allen is right up there, obviously. I mean, good God. I think Larry won, though. I think Larry was there in 95, Terry. I may be wrong. But if he ain't, he up there. I'm saying Tyron could have done that long time ago, just like Zach Martin did last year. He could have done it, but he didn't. He's been a corporate cowboy. All they say, hey, Tyron, we're going to do it. You say, okay. And they have rewarded him a couple of occasions for being a corporate cowboy. But here it is now. Tyron Smith is on the very end of a Hall of Fame career. This man ain't fit to work. He ain't fit to work a day of his life. Don't you think that out of all the favors he's done, don't you think? And y'all can't blame him, because look, if y'all blaming Tyron Smith for possibly wanting more money, man, y'all need to be quiet, for real. I'm sorry. Y'all need to be quiet. This man is fit to go away, or he's about to retire before long. He ain't got that many more years left. If he got 1 or 2, maybe. And it's time for him to get paid. He's done something for the Cowboys. Now he's looking for the return, but what he finna find out is that love don't love nobody. And y'all don't know about that. But that's what he about to find out. And the rumor is said at first, Jerry said in the interview that, they're going to sit down with Tyron's people and try to hammer something out. I have no doubt that Tyron Smith wants to retire as a Cowboy. And he can, but it may be on a one-day contract. Because if Tyron wants some money that, the Cowboys doesn't feel like he deserves or whatever, they're going to let him walk. It ain't nothing for the Cowboys to let you walk. You understand what I'm saying? We let Emmitt Smith go. I rest my case. Tyron Smith ain't nobody. We let Emmitt Smith go. Stop it. We didn't let Emmitt retire as a Cowboy. Stop it. Just stop it. So let's go. Man, Coach Breedlove, come on now. Come on, Coach. You know I know about the spelling. Stop it. I'm 51 years old. I rest my case. I'm a child of the 70s. I rest my case. Don't starve me, Coach. Good to have you here, Coach. I appreciate you. Listen, y'all. You can't blame Tyron if he wants more money. We don't know because we ain't heard nothing. You understand? Don't blame Tyron. All right? Now, here's the opposite part of Tyron Smith. Because, see, I'm not going to let y'all do this. I'm looking at a lot of names in this chat who's been with me since I started doing all this stuff. Okay? Watch this. Y'all were the same people now, because I was one of them too. We all was that. Most of us said this. Will we just stop and go ahead and draft a left tackle or sign a left tackle to replace Tyron Smith if he stay hurt too much? Now, y'all know y'all said that. Now, some of y'all want to flip the script, and now y'all want to be Tyron Smith heroes now. No, sir. I'm not going to let you do it, because I'm not going to do it. All I'm saying is Tyron Smith has earned the right his contract is up. He ain't got but 1 or 2 more years. Of course he want to get paid. This last contract will be the last gigantic bulk of money he's gonna get probably for the rest of his life. Yeah, he want his money. I know y'all was. We all was saying it. Now I ain't saying it was y'all because I ain't seen y'all comments. I see people there who I know say get rid of Tyron Smith. Now all of a sudden want to say, well, but we got to keep Tyron. Wait a minute. Huh? Make up your mind. Either you want him to stay or you want him to go. Now, on the other side of it, as I was getting ready to say, I appreciate y'all. Everybody hit that like button for me. If y'all like what I'm saying, or if you don't like it, y'all spending y'all time with me, come on, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, give me about 15 likes. Just smash your phone. Just like that. You're going to get it. If you're on YouTube, hit that heart button for me. Everybody hit that heart button. Give me about 20 of them. Everybody that will. Okay? Here's perfectly what I'm saying. Here's a comment. Super chat. Terry Turner said, that is me. Get a left tackle that can practice. All right. I get it. I'm still saying that we need to get rid of Tyron Smith, but I'm coming from this standpoint. The Cowboys, unfortunately, have a tendency with this. Y'all remember this, what I always used to say? This loyalty issue. This Sean Lee, Jason Witten type loyalty that you hold on to players longer than you're supposed to. And in the process of holding on to them, you stunt the growth of the draft picks that you just got. Because you're not going to let them start over the loyalty guys. You're not going to do it. If Tyron Smith signs a contract with the Dallas Cowboys, he will be the left tackle until he gets hurt. Now, here's the part that y'all don't want to admit. Terry Turner says, give me a left tackle that can practice. Okay. But here's my pushback. The Cowboys obviously found a way to keep him on the field longer than he has in the last probably 4 to 5 years. And that was by not practicing. What did that produce, y'all? Whether y'all want to admit it or not, Tyron Smith last year was a second team All Pro, which means there was only one left tackle in the league that the writers and all the NFL people that vote on it said there was only one other left tackle in the league that was better than Tyron Smith last year. Those are the facts. I don't care what y'all say. Man is still better than probably about 90% of the left tackles in the league. Exactly, William Keith. It was only Trent Williams from the 49ers that was voted first team All-Pro. They said Trent Williams is better than Tyron Smith at his position. And they said that Tyron Smith was an All-Pro left tackle, second team All-Pro. Now, here's my question, y'all. I agree, Talib. We didn't win, but you ain't blaming the loss on Tyron Smith. We blame that on the coaching. We blame that on, we love to blame Dak, and then we love to blame the defense. You don't hear linemen get destroyed. Tyron Smith is still the guy. Now, which leads to this. If Tyron Smith, now again, like Terry, okay? If you're telling me we're rebuilding, then I say, go ahead and let him walk. Even though you're all pro still, I get it. You can't do the future of a guy who really almost out the door. I'm with you. If you're telling me we're rebuilding, I'm with you. But if you're telling me that you're trying to win, you ain't letting go of Tyron Smith. He's still the guy. He's still the guy. He's second team All-Pro, y'all. Old hurt Tyron Smith, old beat up body Tyron Smith, old non-practicing Tyron Smith is still the guy. And for all y'all draft people in here, it ain't no better left tackle in the draft better than Tyron Smith. And here it is. Let me tell y'all this. Usually when you check, I see a lot of, that's the other conversation. A lot of y'all want a tackle in the first pick in the draft. Wherever we draft him, 24 or whatever. He ain't gonna start over Tyron Smith. Why would you draft? When you draft somebody in the first round, by week 6, they need to be on the field. Hello? You don't draft first. You don't. That's the mistake we made last year, obviously, when Mozzie played. When you draft in the first round, that is a impact player day one. They're battling for a starting spot right then and there. There's no question. That's the way it always has been. There's no left tackle in the draft that is better than Tyron Smith, even with his beat up body. There are no, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all ain't gotta admit it. If you don't want to admit it, just don't type nothing. You don't type nothing. But you know I'm telling the truth. There is no left tackle, first, second, or third round, better than Tyron Smith right now. Now, if you're telling me you want to win, you're keeping Tyron Smith. Even if he don't play 3, 4, 5 games, whatever. Now, if you tell me he gone for the year, hey, you just rolled the dice and you crapped out. I see. But if you're going to sign Tyron Smith, which I got a feeling the Dallas Cowboys are going to do, despite what y'all, what we done read, what we done heard, I think the Cowboys are going to sign him again. And if you do sign him, why in the world are you going to draft a left tackle with the first pick? He's not going to play. You don't draft a first round tackle just to be talking about he's a swing tackle. No. I need a linebacker that need to play day one. I need a defensive tackle that need to play day one. If you don't sign no free agent in the running back for a running back, I need a running back first round. Well, I ain't gonna say first round. I'm not gonna say first round. Let me take that back for the running back. You definitely can give me a wide receiver. Remember what I told y'all? I need that Miami Dolphin, Philadelphia Eagle vibe for receivers. I need the AJ Brown, Devontae Smith dynamic. I need the Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle dynamic. That's what I need. That if you take care of one side, you leave the other side over and they'll kill you. I need that type of wide receiver. Speaking of which, before I got, if y'all watching wide receivers for I think is that today? Whenever the wide receivers go. The wide receivers, the kid from Florida State, Kenyon Coleman. Do y'all know, if y'all heard his interview, we learned something yesterday. And y'all might need to keep this in mind. Kenyon Coleman is the cousin of CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to say it again. Coleman from Florida State and CeeDee Lamb are cousins. Do I even have to say anything about that? Because see, if you've seen Coleman play, you already know what time it is. He's a dog. He's a problem. Spectacular. Let me just say it like this. It runs in the family. That's all I'm going to say. If you haven't watched him, you need to go see. He is the cousin of CeeDee Lamb. It don't spend it on a tackle. Give me somebody like that. Go give me a defensive tackle. Look. I don't need you drafting the left tackle. Not in the first round. That's if we're not signing. I don't care, because see, the Cowboys just go pick him. You know, he's there. No, I don't. I want my first round pick to be on the field. I ain't drafting. This ain't Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. We don't have time for development. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, I'm still on the that we're close. Some of y'all say we need to just go on, start over again. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Right now, I'm hanging on saying we close. So therefore, I'm looking just for a couple pieces. I ain't looking for a bunch of withdrawals and say, hey, no. No, we don't need Tyron. We don't need Dak. You know, let everybody play on a 1-year deal. I ain't for all that yet. I'm gonna get there, but I'm not. It's not time yet. Not for me. I say we need just a couple more pieces. Give me some impact guys now, so we can go make another run at this thing. That's all I'm saying. Keep that in mind. Now, back to Tyron Smith. Forgive me for that. Tyron Smith, see that Tyron Smith hurts the Cowboys, even though he's still great. It's crazy, y'all. He's still great. I ain't say good. He's great. He's still great. But he hurts the Cowboys because he stunts the growth of the people that they do draft. They gotta wait. They don't get all these. They missing reps in practice because of Tyron Smith. Well, they won't now because Tyron really ain't practicing. They're not getting on the field because of Tyron. So you don't know. Sometimes some of these backup linemen that we got, we're not really gonna know how really good they are until, good Lord. Whoever you draft at guard, you're not gonna find out how good they are long as Zach Martin is there. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna play. Tyron Smith, as long as if he's with the Cowboys, as long as he's able to drag that body out there, you're not gonna find out how good everybody else is. As long as Tyron Smith there, he stunts the growth. You got a 3-year, 3, 4, 5-year window that you got to find out if these guys are worth a second contract. You're not going to find that out. Look at all the linemen we done drafted in the last 5 years that we still don't know about because of Tyron Smith, because of Zach Martin. We don't know. They ain't getting the reps. They're not getting the game time. They're not getting it because because of the loyalty of the Dallas Cowboys. They're not going to sit down I guess I almost want to say a pillar of the organization. They did this with Jason Witten. Even when Jason Witten was going down, and everybody could see it, they did not take Jason Witten out of the lineup. Jason Witten is responsible for us not knowing what a goddamn new tight end looked like because he never gave up his seat. Look at the tight ends we had. We had Bennett, Martavis Bennett, whatever his name was. We had some pretty decent tight ends who never got the shot because of Jason Witten. He wouldn't sit down. Jason Witten had the status that he go on the field when he wanted to. He blocked out. Bryant told you in his book that, Jason Witten didn't like him because he knew he was a threat. Sean Lee is the equivalent of Tyron Smith when it comes to injuries. Yet they kept putting them back out there. I even give you a recent one. How about Leighton Vander Esch? Man, we could have been there found a linebacker. All these great linebackers, these young dogs that's been out here. But we want to hold on to LVE. We sitting here waiting right now, trying to see what the doctor gonna say or see what LVE gonna say about his playing future. Come on, y'all. Come on. And you trying to hold a spot for him. What? All these great linebackers in the last 5 years out of college, free agents, we ain't touched nobody because we in love with LVE. It's the same thing with Tyron Smith. It was the same thing with Sean Lee. It was the same thing with Jason Witten. The same thing. And the Cowboys' track record is that they are loyal to those type of guys. May I dare say they're loyal to our guys, our type of guys, those guys. They ain't giving up the spot. So again, to go back to what everybody was saying, I would be shocked if Tyron Smith is going somewhere else. I would be shocked. I would be. Would I be hurt? Not really. Not crazy because I'm not being fake. I was one of the ones that said 4 years ago, 5 years ago, let him walk. He stay hurt too much. Man to be practicing. Next thing you know, he out for four games. That's what happened last year. They said he wasn't practicing, and he still got hurt. I mean, good God. How you get hurt? I mean, God, if you ain't playing in the game and you not practicing, how in the world you miss 3-4 games in a row? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What do he do? Just wake up? And his leg went, I mean, God, he's still all pro. When he was on the field, he took care of his business. But good Lord, if he ain't practicing like y'all say, and he didn't play in the game, how in the world did he miss 4 games in a row? And if you got to, and he could have played, they said he could have played. Well, we ain't got time to be waiting with saving them for the playoffs. Man, please. See, the dilemma is about Tyron is that he's still great. That's what the problem is. Exactly, Terry. The man started breathing when he woke up, and the main throat, dang near need throat surgery. I mean, come on now. The man walked to his mailbox. The rock came through his shoe. Now the man got plantar fasciitis or whatever y'all call it. I mean, come on now. The man, but nevertheless, he's great. I ain't taking it from him. He's second team All Pro. Well, Craig, watch this. The Cowboys, if you remember, the Cowboys did address the issue. They already did it. They drafted Tyler Smith. If everybody remember, Tyler Smith was a tackle when he came out of college, when he got drafted. We moved him to guard and found out that he's just as dominant at guard and he was at tackle. And the reason why, again, that you drafted Tyler Smith, who was a first-round draft pick, you drafted him to be the future left tackle. But you had to put your left tackle on the field, and you just went ahead and said, we're just going to stick him at guard. We figure that he can play. They figured it, but they didn't figure he was going to be this good. Now the dilemma is we should try to just keep him at guard and then go get another left tackle because he's dominant at guard. And he is. He just so happen to be one of those guys that's probably going to be the way that he's already looking already. You can see down the road if he can stay away from injury. He's going to be one of these guys about another 8, 9, 10 years from now. We're going to be saying, hey, he's a Hall of Fame player. You can actually see that. He's dominant. No question. But the answer was already there, Craig. We addressed it. It's just that because of the loyalty, once again, of Tyron Smith, you made a main change position. Let's even go back before that. How about this one, y'all? Forget Tyler Smith. Do y'all remember, and I'm not saying it was good, do y'all remember Connor Williams? Do y'all remember that? The same Connor Williams who was getting destroyed at guard because he wasn't strong enough, and they stuck him in left guard. But what did Connor Williams come out of Texas as when he got drafted? He was a left tackle. See, the Cowboys been addressing it for years. But Tyron Smith keep getting in the way. What did they do with Connor Williams? They made him change his whole position and put him at a place where he didn't belong at guard, and he got 8 alive at guard. So y'all forgot about that. I haven't. They've been had it. They've been doing it. Huh? The reason why, and William, you're right. And the truth of the matter is, look, he's an All-Pro. He deserves it. He's still considered to be one of the two or three best at his position. He deserves to get paid. It's just Cowboys probably, and I can't, I can't blame it. I can't blame the Cowboys. They know he injured. Bingo. I like that freight train. You can move Tyler out there. I agree. That's what they drafted him for in the first place. I like that. That's what you drafted him for in the first place. Move him to left tackle. Everybody loved TJ Bass. If you believe in Bass like that, let him play guard. TJ Bass did well last year, y'all. See, we want to go to the draft so much with an unproven person that we really don't know about. And some of the answers are already in the locker room. It's just that they never got a chance to start because you got Hall of Famers in front of them. It don't mean that they bad. It's just that they're not going to get the playing time. TJ Bass, however, showed everybody that he probably can go play right now. I like Bass. Hey, Craig, y'all already addressed that. I believe we will extend that and just make football sense. Now, I ain't talking about his talent level or his skill level or anything like that. Just make football sense. It brings flexibility to the salary cap. You can play with his contract and make, keep adjusting to make the salary cap better. It just makes sense to extend that. Forget whether you like him or not or whatever. You don't make it in the playoffs. All that, or you say, hey, he led the league in touchdowns or whatever. It just makes football sense, salary cap wise, to extend them. I think Richards, Kelvin, I think Richards has a little ways to go. I think we can get better there. I think we can get better with the same Richards. We got to set the really, Kelvin, if you remember, Hoffman can play center. If you just had to get it from within the locker room, I liked Hoffman last year. Hoffman was right. TJ Bass played guard a lot. When Zach went down, he played it. Bass even played a little. Did he play center too? Yeah, Hoffman is there. He can play. Hoffman is good. And one day, y'all, you ought to look at, start pulling some of these names, just watch them play last year. Bass, Hoffman, look at how they played. And, then your question would be, okay, is there anybody in the draft, because that's what everybody like the draft. Is there anybody in the draft better than them right now? And see, I don't know that. See, if you played at Yale, and Duke, I don't know because you played North Carolina State and say you better than some of the guys that's in the locker room already. See, I can't give you that type of credit. I'm sorry. Now, if you tell me something, the only justification I will give to guys like that out of college that I can see dominate is guys that played in the SEC. Why? Because every week, if they playing in the SEC, you're going against pro players right there that you're going to be seeing for the next 10, 12 years anyway. I'll give you credit if you dominant like the kid from Alabama, JJ, I believe his name, whatever his name is, the right tackle. See, I'm giving him full credence. I'm giving him full respect because I know he playing LSU. The monsters that's coming off the edge. You see what I'm saying? LSU and the guys that he play against in practice at Alabama. See what I'm saying? I'm giving those guys credit and say, hey, they plug and play right now. I have full confidence in them. If you start talking about guys that's playing lesser competition, you can't tell me that he's better than TJ Bass. You can't tell me that he's better than Hoffman. I got to see it. Exactly, John. That's him, J.C. Latham. Look, you can't. You got to show me. And don't tell me because he was a first-team All-American at San Jose State. No. He's not better than what's in the locker room right now. No. Now, every now and then, there's a kid that comes out of college that is just that dude. And he may come from a small school. I understand that. We've seen that plenty of times. But they got to show me, man. And see, like I said last year before training camp began, fortunately for us, we can find out real quick if guys are really good or not defensively or offensively. Because look at who we got that playing. If you want to find out if your tackle is really good, we can find out real quick. Come here, Mr. Parsons. You go get him. Get that tackle right there. We just want to see something. You find out real quick. Let's see if he can block folk. Come here, Mr. Parsons. You rush from this side. I want to see if our right tackle is good. Go. You just do what you do, and we fit to see. It's a big difference between San Jose State level and the NFL level. See, we got guys. D-Law, come here. I know you're a little older, but still, you still got it. Come here, D-Law. I need to find out if this left tackle from San Jose State is real good. Go on right there. Just work on him a little bit. We just need to see something. You act like it's a game. That's what we need you to do. And he gonna act like it's a game. We want to see where he really at. It ain't gonna take long. once you got guys on the team. I know about that kid. That he's pretty good. I like the kid. I like the kid from Duke. Forgive me for knowing the last name. I like some of these guys that's coming out. Like I said though, I want to know, and I got the kind of guys on defense that I'll find out real quick how really good they really are from a left tackle spot. I'll find out real quick. All I gotta do is put Parsons over there. Say, go get him. Go get him. That's all I gotta do. We'll find out real quick how good he really is. All right, let me take a small break, y'all. Let me take a small break I can pay the little bills here if you don't mind. Let me talk to you real quick about the NGBN.TV network. Got the network that I'm on. We're trying to save lives, men's lives between the ages of 40, 50, 60. This network has been incredible. A lot of shows that are already on it and shows that are coming, at least about another 30 shows. We will be a 24/7, 24-hour, 7 days a week network in the next 3 to 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Getting everything together. My show, the Big Time Show, and my other show, the Seeking Clear Thoughts show, will be featured on NGBN like it is now. I still have my same day. You'll still be able to watch me wherever you're watching me from. We're just going to add the NGBN.TV family to it. They will be watching from Roku TV, Amazon TV. If you want to put it on your phone, if you're Android, you can download the NGBN.TV network, put it on your phone, and you can watch me from there. We will be on iPhone within the next couple of days or so. So we're going to be everywhere. We just got through doing the Super Bowl for press coverage. Just for the Super Bowl week, we've already been licensed. It may be the word, I don't know. We're already going to have record. We have a spot. Let me put it that way. We have a spot for next year's Super Bowl in New Orleans. I will be there in New Orleans. Hope the Cowboys show up with me, but I will be in New Orleans for next year's Super Bowl. If the Lord allows me to live, I will be there. So this network is doing some incredible stuff. We have all type of different shows, sports shows like this. We have motivation and inspiration, where you'll find my Seeking Clear Thoughts show. We have fitness shows. We have mental health shows, hunting shows. I mean, whatever you like to do, we have something there for you. So let me give you a little bit more information about it. Maybe you get interested to just download it and check out all the content creators that we have on the show, and hope that you will support what we do.
Not wait any longer. Men are in need of community, brotherhood, and a place to call home. The time is now, and that place is NGBN TV. Powered by men just like you, dedicated to launching a one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Our goal is to inspire, entertain, celebrate, educate, and support men. The NGBN TV sneak peek is launching January 29th. We need you on this journey with us. Ad rates at NGBN TV will never be this low again. So join our movement on NGBN.TV and contact us today. NGBN TV, a network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, coming January 29th.
Obviously, we've already passed the 29th, and we are still in our sneak peek. Shows are already on there. If you guys just download NGBN to your Roku or your Amazon Fire Sticks or whatever, or you put it on your phone, you can see all the variety again that we have for you. So give it a chance. Join me. I wouldn't join a network. I've been pretty much doing this by myself, but I couldn't resist the fact to try to help out. And my show provides a little entertainment and keeps a person here, contemplating suicide. We've already stopped at least 2 suicides since the show. Since the network has been in existence. That's worth hand claps there. This network has been responsible for saving at least 2 lives of people that were trying to commit suicide. We were able to talk them down, get them the proper help that they needed, and it was because of people like myself. I'm not saying it was me that were, just on and entertaining. And if I could get somebody that may be in trouble to just say, "Hey, that man, that's funny," or that great bald head dude on that show, I like what he's talking about. I would just want to see him again. If I can get them to make it to the next day, my job is done. I may never shake their hand. I may never get them down, a DM message. I may never, even meet them in life. But if my show can be some type of entertainment or educational, if you come with me to my spiritual show, hopefully even there as well. Hopefully we can knock down some of the depression maybe. If we could just help out in the end, we got to do something. And that's what I'm a part of. And that's the only reason why I'm here. I really ain't worried about the numbers on the NGBN TV network. I came with numbers. I was doing fine by myself. I got over almost 2,300 subscribers on YouTube. I got over almost 1,300 on Facebook. I'm doing fine. I'm good. But I had to join in on this, so I'm enjoying myself. All right. I done talked long enough. I'm gonna let you guys. I got a little time. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and let me get set up. The phone line there is open. There it is, 901-654-6853. Y'all heard what I got to say. Some of you may not agree. I love that. And if you are one of the ones and you want to make your voice heard, as I always say, this is our show. That's the way I try to present it. That, your voice on this show is just as important as mine is. So you can do that. Who is this? Rob Johnson. Now, hold on a minute here. Rob Johnson. Let me. Okay. All right. Rob, I don't know you. I'm not gonna knock you. I even put in a plug for you. Hey, Rob has a show called Cowboy Talk, and his name is Rob Johnson. Rob, I believe in helping people. Rob, is this a YouTube or Facebook? I see you on Facebook, but if that's yours, go ahead and copy your. I got a call here. Copy
call
your.
From
Freight Train.
All right.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Oh, hey, Freight Train, hold on just a second. But I got a.
Okay.
Rob, go ahead and put in your link. Put it in right here. I'll help you out a little bit. I don't know you because I ain't never saw you, but I appreciate you popping in. But put in your link there, and I'll highlight it. And you guys from the Big Time Show fans, give Rob a chance. I hope you put it in. Oh, you say any more podcasts or Cowboy Talk Show? William say I may end up getting a divorce. All right. We got a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate those who come hang with me, and I'm all about helping. So I don't mind Rob posting this show on. Yeah, I don't mind. It's a little out of order, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Rob, I appreciate you. Freight Train is in the building. Hey, I'm sorry, Freight Train. Let's put our hands together for my brother. Freight Train is in the building.
Hey,
Well, I got to treat you like a king, Freight Train. I got to get the claps going.
Hey.
You got to make a
I appreciate it, man.
Look, you got to make a Ric Flair entrance when you come in my show. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the Freight Train coming down the track.
That's the Freight
Train. Hey,
Train.
man. That's the Freight Train. Hey, man, you just said a mouthful. Said we had basically already drafted the left tackle of the future. They just moved him to left guard. Personally, I think trying to save a little money, but let me tell you something. Scared money don't make no money.
There you go.
Now, we all done heard. My thing is, move this joker right back to left tackle where he did a great job. We got a few pieces on the field. But personally, like I had put in the chat, my thing is, what we need to do, and to make it so simple, in the free agent, go ahead and extend Dak, do all that stuff that you need to do. Go ahead and draft. Go ahead and when it comes, that's it. When it's time for in the free agency, go ahead and get your needs met.
Mm-hmm.
Where when we have the draft, you can really do BPA. And personally, the sweet spot to me is going to be around the top of the second round. And the draft of that number 24 to me is a second round. That's already second round right there to me.
Yeah.
I would trade back, see what you can get. You might be able to get a couple things to maybe make up for the fourth round or whatever, and go ahead and. My thing, you got the wide receivers out here because we have put so much into the offensive line.
Yeah.
Man, trade back. Go ahead and get you somebody that's opposite of CD Lamb. There's nothing on the face of this earth that said you can't have two goons at the wide receiver position. Look at all these other teams that got two wide receivers.
There you go, 1A and a 1A, some lowercase a. Yeah, exactly.
Case in point, look what the Eagles do. But you had Smith sitting right there, Heisman Trophy, and what did they do? They went right in free agency and actually did it that way. But we can flip flop it. We can go now. And personally, I believe by doing this, I'm right here in South Carolina. I'm sitting there looking at Xavier Legette all day long.
Smooth.
The dude reminds me of Metcalf.
He's a dog.
I'm like, goon.
He's a dog.
And here's a little tidbit. I graduated from the University of South Carolina. I was in the stands when, like, Xavier Legette, I talked to him when he was on his recruiting visit. I said, dude, be patient. In 3 years, you're going to be a goon. And I'd be daggum if it didn't take place. I looked at him. I said, look, dude, you're going to be good. I went back and looked at you. I looked at your house. I said, dude, you're going to be fine here. Just be patient. It's coming. But my thing is, you're already replacing CD Lamb by picking up a wide receiver in the first because he's going to be there. If it's the top of the second round or whatever, those guys are going to be there. You just replace CD Lamb. My thing is, you're going to have to do it. And my thing is, every 3 you need to keep a constant rotation going.
Yeah, it's
where when it comes time to. It's real simple. And if you do that, man, because see, because we had, the 58th pick also? Man, we may be able to slide something down. If you want to pick up a linebacker or pick up, now you got the choice to pick up linebacker, picking up another left guard, whatever. Now you have the flexibility. Yeah, but I believe in BPA, man.
Yeah.
BPA, because think about it. It happened. What is it? The year we picked up CD Lamb, none of us thought he was going to be that number 17. I'm thinking of Patrick Queen. I'm thinking, okay, we can get Diggs. And what happened? We end up getting CD Lamb, and I'd be daggum if Diggs wasn't available in the second round.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's already been proven, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll go with the guy that you talking about out of South Carolina, just to add to it. If you go get Blunt, if you go get him, LeGarrette there, if you go get him and put him on the Cowboys, for instance, then what you can do, the name that we hadn't called is Brandon Cooks. You keep Cooks. That's fine. But you put LeGarrette right out there as the other outside receiver, and now you put CD Lamb in the most dangerous position where he's most dangerous, and that's the slot. You got LeGarrette, and then you got Lamb in the slot, and then you got Brandon Cooks outside. You don't think that ain't gonna do no damage? Shoot, man, please go get that guy. I like him.
Teams barely have two cornerback beasts on their team.
Yeah,
they ain't got three. Everything they ain't got three. It's a wrap.
See, I look. You ain't getting no arguments from me. I love it.
But even when it came to the playoffs and all this other stuff, we are the only team that did not have a running game, and we couldn't stop the run. It's real simple. Football is still old school. I know they devaluing the running back position, but it's funny how Patrick Mahomes couldn't do nothing. I told people, put Patrick Mahomes at Dallas right now. He's still gonna go through the same thing Dak's going through because the front office sabotages. They sabotage our team. And I looked at Dak when we got him in the 4th round, and I'm sitting up there, I'm laughing because I told people, I said, what? I said, Dak is a late 1st round guy that we got in the 4th round. I was like, I'm an SEC guy. I see all these guys all the time. You ain't heard nothing from Mississippi State since Dak left them. And you have one other person I think that maybe gotten drafted from that team. This guy, he's always had to go back. The man has a master's degree in organizational leadership. And now he didn't beat the front office at their own game with this contract. I'm laughing. Cause see, my thing is, I'm at the point now. Okay, you don't want Dak to be here. What happens is you bet against Dak, and every time they keep betting against Dak, they keep losing. Yeah. Look at the Commanders. When they got rid of Kirk Cousins, I told people, I said they ain't gonna be nothing for the next 5, 6, 7 years, and it's too hard getting a quarterback.
It's hard. They don't.
It's too hard. Look at all these. Man, I know we got my things keep building around Dak. I treat Dak. I want everybody listening and share it. I hope everybody share this big time stuff. I'm gonna throw something on you. I'm old school like you. I'm gonna hit 54. I got you about a couple years.
You got me.
You ready? Treat Dak like they did like John Elway. Elway did not win a Super Bowl until he got a running game, until he had a defense that could stop the run, and it came in his last 2 years. His last 2 years that he was in the NFL, I told people, go back and do your research. That's how I look at Dak. This guy is that good, but he can't do it by himself.
Yeah, he's not that type.
But I want everybody you just treat him like John. I told people, if you treat him like John Elway, you won't get frustrated with nothing until you put a running game around him, until you get him around, and until you get a defense that can stop the run. Look at Lamar Jackson. There's no excuse for him not to win a Super Bowl. He's had everything that he needed, and still. I told people it's hard. But man, I'm gonna let you go, man. I want to just totally hog it up, but I just want everybody from this point forward look at Dak like John Elway. Great during the regular season, but when you get into the playoffs, you got teams that's going to expose your weaknesses. That's what's happening every year with us. Even in 2016 when we went 13-3, I told people, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're doing great," and I told people, I said, "You don't understand. Our secondary is garbage. We're going to get exposed." And we went right in that playoff game. Dak played well, going head up against Aaron Rodgers. And what happened? Our cornerbacks let us down.
I agree.
But man, I'm gonna let you go with that one, man. But man, look here, you keep grinding, brother. You keep grinding, all right?
I would appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That, ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only, the freight train in the building. The phone line is open. William Keith said, I believe that Jalen Brooks will take a big step. Jalen Brooks is good. He just really never had the opportunity because of loyalty. Again, they were so busy about playing Michael Gallup. And Jalen Brooks, I believe, could hold his own even with Michael Gallup, if you ask me. But the loyalty thing, man, it's too hard. And the question even then is, should he even been higher on the depth chart than Jalen Tolbert? But the loyalty, because of the way he was drafted, keeps people in their depth, not depth chart positions, I guess. And that's not gonna get it. So to be honest with you, Jalen Brooks is kind of an unknown. And some of us really believe he can play. I'm one of those that believes he is a ball player. But he just won't get a chance because they're too loyal. They were too loyal to Gallup and Jalen Tolbert last year. So he comes in as the fourth or fifth receiver? So I guess I could say, if you draft somebody in the first round, you might as well throw Jalen down again because if we will pick a wide receiver in the first round, they're going to come in right over Jalen Brooks. That's just the truth. Really is. So, unfortunately for Jalen, even though I believe he can play, he's at the wrong place at the wrong time because Cowboys don't believe. They believe in if we paying you like they paid Gallup the big money last year, I don't care who you brought in. Michael Gallup will gonna play because they got to get paid. You know they got to get their money's worth. So even though the guy behind them may be good and better even, they're not gonna put him over Gallup. And I believe Brooks is just about on the same level as Gallup. To be honest with you, what I saw, it's just the truth. Williams says that. Joe says, how come we all forgetting about Toad? He was a 3rd round pick. Let's give him a chance. A chance where though? At 3rd receiver? First of all, we got to get over the loyalty of Gallup. Reports are to say they were getting ready to talk to Gallup's people today. So I would assume they're gonna say, hey, you need to take a pay cut. And if the answer is no, then Gallup probably would be gone. But what if Gallup says, okay? What if he says, okay, I'll take a pay cut? They're going to keep him. And he's another guy, the way I look at it is that would be in the category on a lesser degree of a Tyron Smith, of a Sean Lee, of a Jason Witten. Guys that are just there, you're really not going to get a big difference, but they're stunting the growth of guys like Jalen Brooks. That's what keeping the Gallup would do. You're keeping the real dogs on the sideline, and you letting these little guys, that are contributors, but they're not impact difference players. That's what keeping the Gallup will do. It'll start the growth because he's not gonna get the reps. He's not gonna be seen. Then next thing when it's game time, he won't even dress for the game. He'll be on the practice squad. He won't dress for the game because you're so loyal to keeping Gallup. Because you're paying him the big contract money. See, this is the part that the Cowboys have always been horrible on. And I don't see no future in sight when it comes to that. They are loyal to their guys. And sometimes it's to their own detriment. Keeping Gallup, to me, would be that ridiculous. That's the thing I'm saying. Keith Williams said something interesting, which is good. Williams said, we need to sign running backs Moss, Madison, or Singletary. All right. All 3 of them look like Pollard to me. So then my question would be, and I'm not knocking you for that because I believe all 3 would be beneficial, but they're not number ones. Neither one of them were number ones unless somebody got hurt. Cook got hurt. Madison was able to step in, but he remind you of Pollard. Singletary is a number 1. But they don't look at him as a pounder. He plays like Pollard. Moss is another one, the same one. So my question to you, William, and to everybody, because I'm excited about Madison myself, because I know what he's capable of. Now that's a good veteran running back you can add. But who's your number 1? Or if you're gonna make them your number 1, who is your number 2? Because neither one of those 3 really are bell cow. So if you're gonna tell me, is it Rico? I don't think that's the answer. Even though I like Rico, it ain't Deuce. It's not him. Lemke is more of a fullback type. We've had Malik Davis. They won't give him a chance. So who is your number 2? So I'm guessing that's where the draft may come in. So you just do the same type of running back. I need a banger. Moss, Madison, and Singletary are just it's the same type of running back that's like Pollard. I'm with you on that, William. I got you. I like it to run the man. It was going to be that way anyway. We begging for a 1-2 punch. It was going to be by committee anyway. I'm with you on that. I just don't need the same type of running back. I need at least one bank. Jimmy ain't gonna do nothing, Greg. They just said he was the advisory guy, somebody Jerry can get on the phone with and talk to and all that kind of stuff. But the ego is still there. Jerry, he might listen to Jimmy, but I would say that he's not going to listen to Jimmy more than he listens to Steve and Will McClay. I don't think Jimmy is going to be in that war room when the draft is going on. He might be on the phone, who knows? But I don't think he's going to be there. I think it's just, I think Jerry will listen to him when he calls him, but that this organization is in the hands of Jerry, Steve, and Will McClay, like it's been for the last God knows how many years. It ain't gonna be like what it was when he was coaching here. I can answer that for sure. Jerry ain't giving up no power now. That ain't gonna happen. I really consider trading for Rashard Stevenson with New England rebuilding. Now you talking, Will. See, now you talking. Now you talking.
Call from
Eastside Herald.
To accept, press.
I like that. I like that, Will. I can do Stevenson because he's what I'm looking for. Young, banger, speed, hit the hole. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, the hater is into the building. Don't know why he here, but ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the one and only. Eastside Harold is here. Lord have mercy. Let's prepare for foolishness as Eastside is entered the building. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, this phone call will not take long. Eastside, you have the dance floor.
How you doing, sir?
Trying to do the best I can. How you doing, sir?
Oh man, I just heard you talking about Cowboys, and I just got a good laugh.
That's good.
Listening to what you were spewing.
I am an entertainer. You understand? Go ahead.
Yeah, but Cowboys are a walking joke. But Tyron Smith, he about to go somewhere else. He's tired of being a loser. I would root for Tyron Smith if he goes to Kansas City. I could see Tyron Smith, he might come down to H-Town, be a swing tackle.
Come where?
H-Town, sir.
Stop right there. See, I was just about to agree with you about him wanting to win. Okay, I was agreeing with you on that. But then your response saying he might come to Houston, I thought you just said he wanted to win. We ain't talking about winning. Win. As in his case, he wants to win the Super Bowl. He don't want to just win a few games. Houston ain't finna win no Super Bowl, just like you saying the Cowboys ain't. Houston ain't finna win no Super Bowl. No way. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. We know the truth. We see the trajectory of the two different teams. One is going up like a roller coaster. It's going way, way up, and the other one is losing in the first round to Green Bay. But that's neither here nor there, sir. I just called Tyron had a good career in Dallas, but it's just time to move on to bigger and better things.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on it. It may be time to move on. The rest of what you talking about is usually ain't about nothing. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So
what else you got to talk about?
You ready for? Dak getting his little play money and making Dallas look like an even bigger joke. Him getting 50-some million and his play, he really don't deserve it.
What you mean? What? Let me ask you this: what do you think he deserves? Because I'm not gonna knock you for that. Because a lot of Cowboy fans that don't think he deserves it. Let me ask you this: what do you think he's supposed to get there? Eastside? I mean, seriously. I mean, what do you think he's on a year? Let me make it easier for you. Since you on a yearly basis, what do you think what do you think what range he fit in?
He's right mid-tier.
Right now he getting 40. Okay, so we ain't going lower than 40. Right now he getting 40 a year. What do you think he's supposed to get?
That's the way he plays with it. I mean, 45?
You say 45? 45? That's what you say? Okay. He's a second team All-Pro this year. You do know that since you know everything else. You're right.
Yeah, but that's Dallas and media. So you know how that goes. You know how that goes.
You know, you to be an All-Pro, you got to put the numbers up to be an All-Pro now. I ain't talking about Pro Bowl. I'm talking about All-Pro. Did he lead the league in touchdown passes? Did he do that? Why you quiet, Eastside?
Yeah.
Did he lead the league in touchdown passes?
Hey, you made this second team All-Pro. We know how the media for Dallas.
No.
They get a lot of praises when they don't deserve it.
No. We ain't never had no second. Well, we did. With Romo that 1 year. We ain't had no All-Pro quarterbacks. We don't have that. We got to go all the way back to Troy Aikman. See, you don't want to you want to admit to say it is, but you don't want to admit what he did. See, he was second team All-Pro, which means there's only one other quarterback that was better than him according to the regular season. That was Lamar Jackson. That's it. Lamar.
I've seen a couple of them.
Oh, well, you ain't seen a couple.
I've seen another one in Texas.
Man, where?
In Texas, the state high. 45 South.
Man, Stroud became a Pro Bowler this year only because the guys decided not to go. That's no reason why he's a Pro Bowl. Stop it, Eastside.
Yeah.
See, right now, that's when, let me go and get rid of it because you starting to sound more foolish with each minute go by. I'll holler at you. Thank you for calling in, sir. We're back. See, I try, y'all. I try. Eastside still there, too. I try my best. And I give the opportunity for people to come in and make sense. Then when you start talking like that you playing Madden football, you understand? Then I can't talk to you. I can't. I let the haters talk. I let the fans talk. But when you start talking foolishness, like, see, you quick to point out the negatives of that. But you don't want to give him no type of credit for the positives. He was All-Pro this year. He did lead the league in touchdowns. He did throw for over 4,000 yards. Pretty good. Yes, and he did lose in the first round of the playoffs. He did. Man, it don't help that your defense allowed 27. Well, I mean, through the pick six, he did throw another pick. That's not good. Defense horrible that game. Good Lord. Green Bay looked like the second coming of the greatest show on turf. The Rams back with Marshall Faulk and Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he did. We made Green Bay look like the dominant team, look like the best team in the NFL. Defense did that. It had nothing to do with Dak Prescott. Stop it. I don't even know why I even answered the phone. I said, Eastside just want to come on here. He'll never find Houston, Texas podcast to talk about. He want to sit here and listen about the Cowboys all day. It's incredible. All right, phone line's still open. I still got time. 901. And I appreciate everybody calling in. I value y'all stuff, even when I get a comedy spot like Eastside, where I can show out a little bit. You understand? Y'all call in 901-654-6853. I got a little bit left time. I got a little bit more time. About 8-9 minutes. You can call in right now, 901-654-6853. Yeah. They got hot. They were already hot though. They did. They gave the Niners some trouble. They did, King. You right. They were hot. Jordan Love was playing. Jordan Love was one of the hottest things going at the time. He was. I ain't taking nothing from him, but they ain't had no business scoring no 48 points against us. Not at home. Not against that defense. No, sir. We made them look like they was it. Please. No, sir. They almost sent them home, but they ain't no 48 points better than us. That's ridiculous. I still refuse to believe that, but they did it that day. That's all that matters. Freight Train says Quinn sabotaged the defense, playing cornerbacks and linebackers in Green Bay had a field day. But see, Freight Train, this is the problem. See, now you right on what you're saying, but you can't really go hard on this because we did that all year. That wasn't the first time Bell played linebacker. Bell been down there all year. And we praised the defense how they were playing then. It was just a bad day. Put it this way. We praised the defense more than we went against them. It was just on that day. Bell been down there in the box with his little small self the whole year just about. We praised them. I can't go with all that. The Quinn been doing that all year. So don't blame Quinn. Blame the front office because they let go of Cox. They let go of Malik Jefferson. LVE got hurt. They didn't try to go get a linebacker. They didn't get nobody. Their solution to the problem was, we're not gonna go get a linebacker, Dan. Figure it out. Go use one of them safeties. They're quicker and all that kind of mess. Put a safety down there. We're gonna play it that way. We don't need a linebacker. That's what they were saying. So how that turned out. That's front office. And probably Dan Quinn. I give you that, Freight Train. I give you that. Dan Quinn probably had a lot to do with that too, because he told him, look, we can get by with Bell and linebacker. We don't really need to sign anything. They all found out the hard way that was not the case. So I give that to Dan, because Dan had enough pull to say, I need this guy and that guy and all that kind of stuff. And they usually went out and got what he asked for on defense. But there's nowhere in the world that you go, a team go in talking about, we ain't got no linebackers. We just got safeties. Come on, man. What? And we didn't try to go get one. Every linebacker we let go of when we were hurt.
Call from
Terry.
Terry Turner in the building. Let me give him a hand clap. As the crowd goes wild. They know Terry for the unleash. They know Terry for the unleash. Terry, you got the dance floor, buddy. What's up?
Well, you know, I was geared up all week to do my DAC, but I've got that on hold. So next time when you going ahead and do DAC, I got 2 scriptures I'm going to show you where the Lord say, give them 4 years. 4 years. Said in the Old Testament and came back and did it in the New Testament. That's Luke 13, verse 8 and 9. All right? So we going to go on ahead. There's 4 years. 4. That means Dak been here 5 years too many. That's not me. That's the Bible. That's the book. I'm gonna give you book, chapter, verse. Okay. Where the Lord says, if a man go forth and plant a field, if it don't show forth a profit in 4 years, what you supposed to do? Tune it down and plant again. That's Old Testament. Then the New Testament, this is red. So you know it's real.
Yes,
that's Jesus. This is red. It don't get no realer. So I'm not gonna go with that one. But when you say love don't love nobody, then that spirit, that BC jumped on me, the before Christ, and I instantly heard when you said that love don't live here anymore. I heard that thing in the back of my head say, you abandoned me, and love don't live here anymore. I had to say, loose him.
You went Minnie Rippleton on me, man.
Yeah, hey, you went and snuck me with that one right there. But hey, wait a minute.
Hey, man,
that's back when my daddy used to carry his change in that little purple bag. Now ain't nobody supposed to know what's in that purple bag, but you went way back on me. Boy, you been in my change.
Boy,
no kidding. Why else I get to play Miss Pac-Man?
Y'all fool, man. You a fool, man. He tell you a fool. I love it. Go ahead.
No, but realistically, I'm looking at it.
Man.
Everything that Jerry said, I stopped listening to Jerry stuff so long ago because it's how could you say? Who did he say that they wasn't gonna pay and turn right around and sue him that money?
Zach Martin.
You could go on ahead and go to Zeke. Before that, you could go on ahead and go to Brian.
You can go in there. I mean, there's so many that they try to play you trying to play a hard line with.
Yeah.
But I'm still stuck. I declare to God, this is the week. You told me you all in. You all in. So maybe I got the wrong idea of all in. But to me, all in means in the first 2 days, I'm getting an impact player. I'm spending some money. I'm getting an impact player in defense, and I'm going on offense. I'm going to get me a difference maker. I'm going to get that on the first or the second day, early second day. That's all in. And then I'm going to patch up whatever to fill up whatever holes. And then we're going to go on ahead and draft best player available.
Yeah.
Because you done came out the mouth and you done said it. Out the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaking. So if you want to be all in, you said all in.
Yeah.
So let me see your version of what's all in.
Bingo. I couldn't have said it better. You're absolutely right on that. Absolutely. See, that was why the Cowboy fans are frustrated. And you just answered it yourself. I couldn't have said it no better. See, when he said that, we defined as a fan base what all in mean. And Jerry and Steven and everybody else in that building, they have their own version of all in. And when their version don't match ours, we lose our mind. Can I assure you that the Cowboys say all in, it does not mean all in like us. You're absolutely right.
And then you allowed hanging with the boys, the break, Cowboys, all day. All we seen was all of them talking about what does all in mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that hyped me up even more.
Yeah.
So when you say all in, now when you say all in, and they talking all in on 105.3, now I'm thinking all in, when we say Derrick Henry, you say all in, and we talking about all in so hard. Now I'm thinking all in Derrick Henry plus. Then I say, yeah. You said all in.
Yeah. But you also missed the interview with Steve and came back and said, we found out that you can pay $20 million for one player, but if you can get 3 or 4 and they equal up to $20 million, that's the way to go. So there you go. That you forget that. Because Steven already Steven already telling you how he ain't changing for nothing. He gonna be cheap. He gonna do the depth type thing. He ain't looking for no one player to wrap money all into like that. Steven already telling you, there ain't nothing changed there. I think when they say all in, we're going to be all in and giving our guys the big money to keep them here. And we're going to try to roll the big 3, Dak, CD, and Parsons. We're going to be all in and paying them. That's what I think they say. And then we're going to go around from that point on. So that they have their version of all in. We got ours. And ours is not going to be like the teams that won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, the Rams and the Buccaneers, when they did go outside the building. I believe the Cowboys just gonna do what they usually do and then draft and try to draft well and take another shot at it. That's why I ain't getting hyped at all about it.
Look at when the Eagles went. Now the Eagles went on ahead and they went and got some free agents outside there.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody made the Super Bowl in forever with just. We like our guys.
Exactly.
We like our guys. As a matter of fact, those are the right kind of guys.
Exactly.
Okay, Jason Garrett. We done had enough of that.
Exactly. Terry, I appreciate it. I gotta get on out of here. As soon as I hang up with you, I'm gonna get out. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
Thank you, bro.
Get it on, bro.
All right,
be blessed.
Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody hanging with me. Do me this favor real quick. Everybody's watching. Help your boy out one more time. Go ahead and hit that like button for me on Facebook. Hit that heart button on YouTube. Everybody that will help me, go ahead and give me about 20. And they ain't gonna take you long. Like I just did about 15 like that. Just smash it for me real quick. Everybody that will, just hit it for me. Just hit that like button about 20 times. Hit that heart button about 20 times for me. I appreciate you guys. Hey, y'all were awesome today. Chat going crazy. Everybody ain't wrong. But let me say this last thing before I let you go. Everybody calm down We're not going to find anything out until March the 13th or 15th. I'm sorry. March the 15th is where our the answers to our questions will be answered. Until then, chill out. Let's see what's going to happen, all right? I'll see you guys in a couple of days, which will be Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll talk about this and some more at the one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. This has been the Big Time Show.